What's going on, guys? Finn on Fire here, and just wanted to bring you a quick little video today. Something had occurred to me that I haven't really been preparing for my attacks like I should have been, and today, even though I didn't get my 3 stars like I wanted to, I felt like I prepared for my battles pretty well for my attacks, and I just wanted to maybe go over a couple pointers that I have, just for kind of reviewing replays, if there is a replay available, and just how that can help you, and kind of things to look out for, especially when you're doing a Gohog attack, like I have been with my newish Town Hall 9. So want to go over a couple of Deuce's attacks today. So one of the bases I attacked was 13. Ran out of time, a little bit of a timing issue with me here, but let's see. The first thing I want to do is show you the first replay on 13. And let's see here. So that was the second one. And I just want to kind of touch base on a couple of things that I looked out for in 13 when I was scouting it and watched the original replay. So I believe the Taker was the replay that I had watched the first time. And so basically, if I'm doing a Go Hog attack, here's what I'm looking at. I know that there can be double bombs basically anywhere where there is 8 squares available, 8 pixels. So I know there can't be one here. There can be a single one there. There could be one. It could be double bombs over here. There could be double bombs over here, over here. So I really wanted to try to figure out, where the double bombs were, and this is going to impact a couple of things. It's going to impact what direction I'm going to come from with my kill squad, and it's going to impact kind of how I'm going to launch my hogs when I'm doing the attack. So first of all, let's kind of just watch his attack. And a nice thing about the giant bombs is they leave the explosion mark on the map when they go off. So he goes in this way, and I'm just going to speed this up here. And basically, I'm just kind of watching to see, kind of when and where he trips the bombs. So, I don't see any bomb marks from the direction he came in. I don't see any in the core. Uh, Really, he doesn't trip any of the bombs. So this actually worked out fairly well because it gave me a pretty good idea of where the bombs were. When people are placing the double bombs, they're generally going to try to keep them a little bit more internal. So let me just play this again so I can kind of show. So I basically knew that the double bombs weren't in any of these compartments here. I know that can't be a double bomb. So I know that there's probably, so there's 2 Teslas right here, and there's a couple Teslas right here. Um, I'm sorry, next to that gold storage there. So I know there's either double bombs here, here, or here. So I have basically 3 options, and I know that they're probably not here because it's a corner box. You want to typically keep them a little bit more between defenses. So I wanted to guess that they're right here and then next to the Teslas, because there was room, some open space next to the Teslas that popped over there. So, um, and this really impacted my planning because instead of going from this direction, if I went the same direction as the Taker would have gone, I wouldn't have popped any of the double bombs, and that something like that could easily end my hog attack. So I didn't want to come from the same direction, but I still wanted to make sure that I got the Archer Queen. So I knew that if I quaked out this area here, and as my kill squad kind of spread through this area here, the queen would come out and I would be able to take her out just the same. I would also have access to the core. So I felt like that was going to be a better direction, especially if there was going to be bombs in either of these areas. I could potentially trip those. So Now, if we go back over to my attack here, which really should have been a 3-star. It was one of the better executed attacks I've had recently because I did my due diligence and really planned out the attack and executed the way I wanted to. Which honestly, if you take the time to plan your attack and you're able to accomplish what you set out to do, even if you come up short with on the stars, you can still feel good about the attack. And I did feel good about this attack. My timing was a little slow. I took a little bit, too much time trying to lure the clan troops all the way out to the corner, and just be able to dispatch those. So there's 20 seconds gone. And I'm sort of going off on a tangent with regards to, timing when it comes to hog attacks. You need to give your hogs as much time as possible. They're not the fastest. So again, there's my quakes. I know I'm going to be able to get close enough to the queen to kill her, and I'm hoping I'll be able to kind of trip some giant bombs as well. Get my golem out there and get some of those clan troops dispatched there. Drop my wall breakers here, and we'll get in there. So moving right along. Just kind of speed this up just a little bit. I know there's, I know there's wasn't a bomb there, so I'm pretty confident at this point that he's got 2 sets of double bombs. And as you can see, my hogs are coming in after about a minute and a half, which is just too long, a little too long to wait for the whole kill squad to develop and everything like that. But in retrospect, too, I should have saved, maybe 1 or 2 more wizards. But once my golem and my queen, gets stronger and my king gets stronger, it'll go a little bit better. But it worked out really well. Like I've said in previous Gohog videos, I really wanted to do the horseshoe kind of around the core because you kind of treat it like a kind of a piece of like a pie chart, basically. You have your kill squad kind of take out a corner of the base, and if you can get your hogs to not really go into the core but kind of go around the core in like a path, that's really what you want to do. So just something to touch on there. And I'm gonna pause it when I get to this area at the bottom here, because this is one of the areas that I thought that may have a double bomb. So instead of launching my next group of hogs in a full set of 10, I wanted to kind of put in some little scouting hogs in here to kind of take out a couple of defenses and to kind of probe to see if there's going to be a giant bomb in this area. Or a double giant bomb, rather. So it looks like there's not going to be. Take out that archer tower, dropped another heal spell, so I know there's not the bombs aren't there. So I am 100% sure that they're right there and right there. And so at this point, I really want my hogs to path. I don't want them to go onto that cannon because they're going to cross that area. If I can get my main group to stay along this path, I know that's going to be much more beneficial, and I'll be able to dodge those giant bombs. So I do a couple more kind of probing hogs out to that cannon. There's 1 bomb, and then there's the second bomb, and was able to pretty much dodge that, maybe only sacrificing a couple of hogs there. And then I was able to have a few extras still in the tank to finish off the defenses. Unfortunately, they kind of grouped up a little too much and ended up running out of time. But again, I didn't even realize that there was actually a giant bomb that exploded over there. So there's probably only one bomb right there. But again, because I took a look at the replay before me, and even if there's no replay, just try to do your best guess. Whoops. If there's only 6 pixels, like, so if you count like the little squares here, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. There's only 6 pixels there in the grid. So a double bomb is 2 by 2. So I know it couldn't fit there. So you just really want to do your best guessing if there's no replay available, and if you send your kill squad into an area that doesn't trip any bombs, you know that kind of eliminates some areas. So, obviously I eliminated this area, and because I went kind of around and back to this area, I didn't have to deal with that area either. And then as I was coming on these unknown areas, I just kind of trickled a couple of hogs in here to try to avoid my main group of hogs going directly across those double bombs, and was able to accomplish that. So I felt pretty happy with this attack. Everything kind of went the way I wanted to. Just didn't beat the clock at the end there. Unfortunate, but that's the game. So hopefully a couple of those planning tips helped out and will help you plan your next attack. If you have any questions, as always, feel free to give me a shout. And that's it for now. Take care, and see you next time. Fin on Fire out.